demand and a stir by climate activist from Ladakh Sonam Wangchu is concerned. All eyes will be on this developing story. Now we are shifting our focus to Russia, which has issued the advisory for its citizens to avoid going to Iran. This comes after Iran had launched more than 180 ballistic missiles at Israel, targeting the Mossad headquarters in Tel Aviv, as well as the city of Jerusalem. This large-scale attack has heightened the fears of an all-out regional war breaking out between Iran and Iraq. And in fact, at this given point of time, after the UNSC meeting yesterday that happened, all eyes are in fact on the kind of escalations that are happening in the conflicted zone and the kind of support that the United States is in fact also vouching for Israel as far as the attacks against Iran is concerned at this point of time. Yesterday, viewers, in fact, US President Joe Biden had discussed the possibility of the new sanctions on Iran with the G7 leaders, and in a very significant statement, United States President Joe Biden had said that he was against Israel over its reported plan to strike the Iran's nuclear plants and facilities in response to the ballistic missile attacks that have happened on the Jewish nation, that's Israel, and stressed that Tel Aviv should now act proportionately. So the world is looking at very critically, in fact, on the statements that are coming from the US at this given point of time. The yesterday's UNSC meeting, in fact, also laid very emphasis on the kind of negotiations that can be, in fact, mulled over going forward as far as there is a conflict and a crisis brewing in the Middle East. The big question, in fact, remains on the fact if this is inching towards possibly at the breaking out of the World War III. Also, there are now, in fact, global issues arising in the Central and the West Asia. The big question remains intact. And joining me at this point of time is my colleague Brian. Brian, as you join us right now, in fact, after Iran's attack against Israel, Israel in fact has vowed to retaliate, and Russia has issued the advisory for its citizens to avoid any unnecessary travel to Iran. Share more details.
Well, Simran, definitely now the Russian embassy in Tehran has advised its citizens to temporarily avoid traveling to Iran due to escalating tensions in the Middle East, following this very recent confrontation also between Iran and Israel. And the embassy also issued an advisory that is on October 2nd also on their platform as well. And this is the situation that has been happening in Russia also during this escalating tensions. And this comes after Iran launched this large-scale missile attack on October 1st, during which even a stray rocket hit Palestinian area in the West Bank, killing at least one person. And then Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also and vowed to respond forcefully. But now, yes, the Russian embassy urges nationals to hold off on travel until the situation stabilizes, and says that due to the worsening situations around Iran, the Russian embassy recommends not to travel, in these very places.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.